Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Grounded. So we've got another little treat for you here in this video. Super simple and something super effective that you can get pretty relatively early on in the game. We're going to show you how to get into the Rottenberry Outpost, and we're going to show you what items you can actually get in there. Super helpful early on, and they're going to basically make the game a lot easier for you early on, especially in the lower yard. So we'll show you guys where we are. We're over here right next to the Squirts Carton in the eastern edge of the map. Just below the wooden little fence over here, you can see the mysterious machine right here. So we're kind of northeast over here, and it's relatively safe to get over here. You may have to look out for a few wolf spiders and some orb weavers, and then the biggest thing is going to be mosquitoes over here by this water, but you can pretty much avoid them, unlike right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out, and we'll get back to the video. Okay, so as I said, mosquitoes can be a problem over here. I think there's 4 or 5 that are going to be flying around this area, so just be aware that you may have to fight some of those. And if not, just go ahead and run away from them. They're not as bad as they used to be, where they would chase you across the map. So anyways, back to our location. You see we're over here in the eastern area. There's going to be a few items that you're definitely going to want to get in here, and then there's also going to be a chest in here where it's going to give you some shards and everything for your upgrading. So let's go ahead and get into it. You don't need the dandelion tuft, but it is probably one of the easiest ways without building. So you can build. You can see what we've done over here is just build some clover roofs up. There's stems just to the north over by the bird bath, and then there's a ton of clovers around here too. So you will need some sap as well. I think it's 2 sap. Let's go ahead and check on what we need to build these real quick. This is probably the easiest way, actually. So 1 weed stem, 4 clover, and 2 sap for each one of these. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, and then 2 clover flat roofs just to have our way right in here. So not necessary, but this is probably going to take you just maybe 5 minutes to gather these resources and build up like this. It's probably going to be the easiest way for you. The other thing that you're going to need is to craft a Brot Burst or a Splat Burst, but Brot Burst is probably easier for you early on in the game. So you're going to need 2 fungal growths, 1 red ant egg, and 4 dry grass chunks. Pretty easy to get. Go ahead and get those. Make yourself a bomb. As far as I know now, the red ant eggs, there is no issue. You should be able to find plenty of those down in the red ant hill. If you have the red worker ant armor on, you can go in there undetected. Be aware, though, that once you do pick up an egg, some of the soldier ants and everything will attack you. So go ahead and get yourself a Brot Burst, and you're going to need that to come in here. As you see, the area is right here. So we have a Splat Burst with us here. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up, throw it over here, and blow it up. So this is not a huge lab or anything. I kind of feel like they, because they got crunched for time, they didn't do a lot with this lab. So it's kind of just a little outpost that was broken down. We're going to go ahead and jump in here, though. You can see all the berry splat everywhere. Everything that's in here. So this is the only thing that we really see in here. So obviously there's an unfinished lab. There's your rotten berry monster that's actually not in the game. But here's your 3 things. So you're going to see first off this chest, right? So we're going to go ahead and take that. 5 supreme whetstone, 10 sturdy whetstone, 5 supreme plating, and 10 sturdy plating. So we're going to go ahead and take all those. Now off to your right over here is going to be one of the things that you're definitely going to want to get right here. Rotten berry charm. So you see that. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. After we get this other item, be sure to check this red trash can right here, because this is what you're really coming in here for. The pinch whacker. So this is a super useful item. We're going to go ahead and take a look at these. You can see a pinchy grabby arm from a fallen robot repurposed as a lethal weapon. Can no longer pinch, only whack. You look at the buff right here, short circuit. So what this is going to do, it's going to give you a chance to add electrical damage to your attacks when you're using this. And you can see the damage, 2.5, stun at 1, and speed is at 3.5. So not the hardest hitting weapon, but if we go ahead and equip that, you can see when we go to attack an enemy, it's going to give you that short circuit. So we'll try to showcase that here in a second. And then we have the Rotten Berry Charm right here. So this thing is actually going to provide the Rotten Deluge bonus. And you can see right here, so Rotten Deluge, attacks made with rotten weapons have a chance to release a wave of rot. So if you're using rotten weapons, from the way I'm reading it, but from what I've seen, some people have said that it actually works on regular weapons too. But if you're using the rotten weapons, you have the rotten stinger spear in the palm, the rotten red ant club over near the hedge. If you're using those rotten weapons, it's going to provide you an opportunity to provide poison damage as well. So, super useful items, especially early on, because you can get these really early. Once you're able to craft a Brot Burst, go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and head out here and go try out this pinch whacker here. So let's go find an insect and we'll try it out and see if we can't get this to a proc. Alright, so we're just right down here from the Rotten Berry Outpost. We're going to go ahead and try this out on some of these orb weavers over here. You can see it can still cut some web fibers. And there you go. See, it doesn't do the biggest amount of damage, but it does have that chance for AoE electrical attack. You see right there. And we're actually able to get some stuns off on it too by blocking. So there you go. There's the Pinch Whacker and the Rotten Berry Charm. So if you do have the Rotten Weapons, really early on, those are really useful weapons. If you go ahead and get the Rotten Red Ant Club early on over in the hedge, it's going to be super useful if you're able to equip that Rotten Berry Charm and just be able to do that extra damage. It's going to provide that little poison cloud that you're able to use, which will affect a lot of the early insects. Not spiders, obviously, but there you go. That's the location, again, of the Rotten Berry Outpost right over here. A lot of time in early access. This was thought to be one of the bigger labs that was going to be displayed, but obviously we didn't get that. But they at least put some useful items in there. You have the Pinch Whacker, which can be upgraded as far as I know, and to do more damage, more stun, but the Short Circuit is really useful. You can see it right there. And then the Rotten Berry Charm has no durability, so it's not going to take any damage. Super useful charm. And that's it for the Rotten Berry Outpost. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys can go out and get these early on and help you navigate the yard and do a lot of damage. So that's what we got. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Hey, thanks again for watching, everybody. If you like that video, go ahead and check out one of these videos right here. Thanks. Bye.